What's up, guys? Amplified Man. Clearly we're not in our normal setting. We're on location filming other things tonight. When I get all these messages asking me my thoughts on Carmella and Corey Graves. Clearly didn't know what the fuck people were talking about until I did my research, made a couple of calls myself. This looks to be valid, guys, until we find out more information, which hopefully we will, because this is a big story. It's a personal story for Corey Graves and Carmella, but it has ramifications hugely professionally for Carmella and Corey Graves, which in return affects all of us fans, smarks, journalists, providers here on these platforms. It's a big story, guys, and that's Carmella and Corey Graves having an affair. Now, we don't know if this was when Carmella was with Big Cass, but we do know that this was when Corey Graves was with his wife, Amy Polinsky. Because Amy Polinsky is the one who kind of broke this out. She found out, she went to Instagram, posted a long post. We believe that original post has been deleted because Corey Graves commented on the post, "I suggest you take this down because WWE just called me, they're going to sue you." Amy then wrote back to Corey Graves, "Wow, threatening to sue me now. You must feel real proud of yourself." So this is not an amicable divorce. This is not going to be settled in a nice way. She's pissed off, and rightfully so. She has reason to believe that Corey Graves was fucking Carmella while they were married. And in this now deleted post by Amy Polinsky, Corey Graves' wife, she alluded to the fact that what hurts the most is that he was cheating on her with one of their daughter's role models, being Carmella. Amy says that she stuck by him through suicide attempts, alcoholism, which I believe he was straight edge. So maybe he was an alcoholic beforehand, or maybe she was the one fighting through alcoholism, and he had suicidal issues. I have no idea. But she actually posted some old messages from Corey Graves to her, talking about how he's ready to end his life, and he doesn't know if he should carry on anymore. He doesn't know, he's going to go to bed, and he doesn't know if he's going to wake up the next day. She posted some dark, heavy shit. So this is turning ugly, guys. So I did want to give my thoughts, though, because everybody's wondering. I had to do my research. This looks to be valid. I don't think Amy Polinsky, Corey Graves' wife, I don't think she would post all of this unless she knew for sure that Corey Graves was pulling this shit and that Corey Graves was cheating on her with Carmella. As far as my thoughts, again, we're going to find out all the real details over the next 48 to 72 hours, and then you can come to your own conclusion. My thoughts are this. Just like Naomi and Jimmy Uso from earlier in the week, this is a personal issue that I don't feel we should be kicking people while they're down. Temptation is a real thing. People make mistakes. I'm not justifying it, believe me, not by a long shot. I am not justifying it, but I am saying this. Temptation is real. People make mistakes. These men and women are on the road 300 days out of the year. They're the people closest to them. They're many nights. I'm not making excuses. I'm saying, guys, as human beings, there's many times of insecurity, loneliness, times where you're fighting with your significant other. You don't know how much longer you can stay on the road, how much longer you can do this. Other people are supporting you. One thing might lead to another. It's not the first time, it's not the last time it's going to happen in this business. The most notable story was Lita and Edge, when Lita was with Matt Hardy. And we got pissed at Lita, man, and we called her every name in the book. We got pissed at Edge as well, but for some reason in these situations, the woman always looks like the worst. And that's not fair. It takes two to tango, and for some reason, the women always gets called all the shaming names. But, you know, Corey Graves is going to look like the dog here, right? The king shit, the king dog. Man, how can you blame him? Carmella's hot as hell. Of course he's going to. But if you're going to say that, then you can't make Carmella look like she's in the wrong. You can't call her all the names that you know she's going to be called. I'm not even going to say that shit, guys. You know what I'm talking about. She's going to be called a lot of names. And if you're going to do that, which is wrong, you better look at Corey Graves as in the wrong as well. Sorry guys, had to relocate. It was a little too loud in that location, man, and I just could not hear myself think. And I really wanted to give you guys my honest thoughts, man, because this is a heavy situation that affects not only two people, Carmella and Corey Graves. Corey Graves' children, man. This is a family that's been broken apart because of one man's stupid decisions. And yes, I say stupid. We're not going to kick them when they're down, but it is a stupid decision, man. Trust me, back in my younger days, I was cheated on, and I cheated. And I know that I was at fault, and I know that the other person was at fault when they did it to me. It's a fucked up situation, guys, but it goes back to what I said. Temptation is real, and people fuck up. If they can, find a way to fix this, then it's going to probably make them stronger. But I don't know how you can come back from this. You know what I mean? When somebody cheats on you, that's like the ultimate betrayal for me. But again, I can't kick people when they're down, man. This is a personal thing, but it's going to be interesting to see if I don't see how WWE could do anything about it. I really don't. This is a personal situation. What are they going to do? Punish people? Absolutely not. But if Corey Graves is right in what he said, they were threatening to sue his wife for posting up all this shit. I don't know why they would do that. Or is this just Corey Graves being a jerk and not being sympathetic to how he just made his wife feel, and all he's talking about was lawsuits? If that was me and I just made my wife feel like shit, I'm not talking about lawsuits. I'm sticking up for my wife at that point, and I'm trying to console her, and I'm trying to apologize. Who the fuck knows? We got to find out more, guys. Tomorrow, the podcast. Check it out. Over a full hour before the Elimination Chamber. Make sure you check the channel. We're going to have a lot, man. Stone Cold Steve Austin says that Becky Lynch's The Man character is money. Does the Amplified Man agree? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about The Undertaker turning away from Vince and headed toward Double or Nothing weekend for AEW. This is huge news. We'll also talk Sasha Banks. Is she in the Elimination Chamber or not? And Seth Rollins, is he going to be able to make WrestleMania? We talk all this and a lot more. Of course, the Elimination Chamber preview in its entirety all tomorrow on the podcast. For now, check you.